Okay, so this was talked about. Excuse me. This was talked about a little earlier in the week, but I decided to finally talk about this. So, not only when it's kind of funny because obviously Marvel and DC have this back and forth kind of thing, but with this is that after we got announcement of the Aquaman movie, the following day we got we have talks from Marvel about wanting to do an Inhumans movie. Now, keep in mind that in this for these Inhumans movies, they're just looking, they're talking about it, and they're looking for a screenplay writer right now. That is all we really know is that they're trying right now. They're looking for a screenplay writer. Now, apparently, Marvel does still own the rights to the Inhumans, even though they first showed up in Fantastic Four. And I think what they're going to try to do is attempt to make the Inhumans kind of like their equivalent to the X-Men. I think that's what a lot of people have said, that yeah, they'll probably use, instead of mutants, they'll use the Inhumans, and obviously try to do like an adaptation of Inhumanity, that Matt Fraction event. So that's probably what it would be like, and I'm all for it. I've always liked the Inhumans. I've never read a lot of the Inhumans, but when I've seen the Inhumans around, I've always been like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, Black Bolt, and Medusa, and Gorgon, and Karnak, and Triton, all those guys. So, they've also, Vin Diesel, when he was interviewed about being Groot, he talked about saying something about being inhuman, and I don't know, like, maybe he just said that, not knowing that maybe he might be in an Inhumans movie, and you might be thinking, well, he's already played Groot, you can't play another character. Well, you can't play a character in the same universe. Well, it's not too far away. I mean, he was just doing a voice of a character. He wasn't actually, I think he did the motion capture for Groot, but it wasn't like his likeness. Now, it's kind of like how in the Peter Jackson King Kong movie, where Andy Serkis played both Kong and he played Lumpy the Cook. So you could actually do that. Maybe have him like play Groot and then, do the voice of Groot and then actually act as a character, be a character. But yeah, the other thing is that I wonder how they're going to bring in the Inhumans exactly, because the Inhumans are a whole family. It's a whole royal family that's lived on the moon. I think actually it'd be kind of cool if, like, for the teaser for the Inhumans movie, if they ever do it, would be like this. This is how, if I had any say in it, this is how I would do an Inhumans teaser. It would have it like it would go back to the first moon landing. And it would have, like, you'd see Neil Armstrong saying, that's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind, and all that shit. And it's kind of darkly lit. And it says, like, these little words of, scientists say that there's no life on the moon. And then you have Neil plant the flag on the moon, and then it's showing his visor, the astronaut visor, and he turns around, and in the reflection of the visor, you see like the shaded faces of like Black Bolt, Medusa, Gorgon, and the rest of the Inhumans royal family. You see they're shaded there and standing before, and then it just cuts to black and it says, "They lied." So, yeah, epic, right? And then it would just be, boom, Inhumans. So, that's what I would do for, if Marvel did a teaser like that. So what was I saying? Anyway, this would be really cool to incorporate, because again, it feels like, yeah, we can't implore mutants in this far into the universe, and it looks like right now that Fox has finally got their shit together and figured out what to do with the X-Men. They finally realized, oh my god, the secret was Bryan Singer the whole time! Yeah, that's me quoting my friend Coolio Vince 101 from the Solomon Grundy. Subscribe to them, by the way. But yeah, I'm totally fine with like the Inhumans. Maybe for like the first Inhumans movie, you could do like a loose adaptations of the Paul Jenkins and Jay Lee 12-part miniseries. Do like a cool adaptation of that, like have them like kind of like the Inhumans attacking mankind, like they're mankind has suddenly found out, oh shit, these things live on the dark side of the moon, and it caused some political problems. The Inhumans are, they're talking about war and whatnot. And you have Maximus, Black Bolt's brother there, as the villain. But then it kind of run. But here's the thing: if you use Maximus, people will be saying, "Well, it'll just be Thor all over again." It's just Maximus is Loki pretty much, and that's what people would be saying. And we know Maximus is a very powerful Inhuman. he's called Maximus the Mad for a good reason. He's fucking insane. And I don't know, like, if people are gonna be like, oh, it's just a Thor ripoff over again. But yeah, I don't know. Like, you could have it that maybe you could have it's told in the Inhumans perspective, and the humans look like they're the ones causing the problems. I don't know. I don't really know, because there's not really a Inhumans rogues gallery. That's the thing. Like, there was Maximus, and then there was the Unspoken, who was this forgotten king of the Inhumans that Black Bolt, pretty much erased all of history of. And there were a few other minor characters, but really, yeah. But yeah, it'd be really cool. I would really look for. I would be really happy for an Inhumans film. I think it would be really cool as long as I got to do the, direct the teaser. I'm fine, which I'll never be able to do. Sad face. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. So I'm going to ask you guys: would you guys want to see an Inhumans movie? Who would you want to see be in it? Who would you want to see direct it? All that good shit. And yeah. Anyway, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm out.